Today's Tech Tuesday presentation is an overview of the new Canvas quizzes. We will only go over the basics of Canvas new quizzes to help you make an informed decision when creating a quiz. Canvas new quizzes are available in all Canvas courses at UNCG. When creating a quiz, you will be prompted if you would like to create a classic quiz or a new quiz. We recommend not selecting Remember My Choice for this course until you have used the new quizzes a few times and are sure you want to use it. One of the most obvious differences is that new quizzes just look different. In new quizzes, you will specify points right away. Another new feature is the ability to not count the quiz towards the final grade. This is because there are now no longer quiz types. You would select this option for a pretest, survey, etc. You should also notice that the options are no longer on the new quizzes details page. Don't worry, they're still there. We'll talk about where to find these shortly. And lastly, in classic quizzes, you add questions by clicking on the Questions tab at the top. In new quizzes, you add them by clicking Build at the bottom. After clicking on Build, you will be taken to a new page to add your questions. Notice the difference between the question types available for new quizzes versus classic quizzes. New quizzes no longer have multiple drop-downs or fill in the blanks, but there are workarounds for them. There are a few exciting new question types also: categorization, hotspot, ordering, and stimulus. We're going to explore the stimulus and hotspot question types as they are probably the least familiar to you. The stimulus question allows you to provide a stimulus, such as a video, a website, or a PDF, for students to examine before answering questions specifically about the stimulus. It's a great way to provide students with a specific example to apply what they've learned. The hotspot question asks students to identify a specific area of an image. One thing to keep in mind with the hotspot question is that it will not work with screen readers. If you have students in your class that use a screen reader, you should not use this type of question. All other questions allow students to use screen readers and to tab to different parts of the question to answer, and are ADA compliant. As I mentioned before, the settings for new quizzes is in a different place. You get to these by clicking on the Settings tab when you are in the Build area. A great new setting is the ability to shuffle questions. This is a great security feature, especially when used with shuffling the answers. There are also some great new options to restrict what students can see after they have submitted their quiz. Before we move on, I want to point out that you can moderate a quiz, in other words, provide additional time or attempts, by selecting the Moderate tab at the top of the Build page. You can set a moderation for a student once, and it will apply it to every quiz you create in the course for that student. You can also moderate any student for any individual quiz in the Moderate tab of that quiz. These images show some of the key differences between classic quizzes and new quizzes. You can find this document by going to go.uncg.edu/new quiz features. The document at the link actually has a much more comprehensive list. You may be wondering when you will have to start using new Canvas quizzes. Right now, we're just trying to make everyone aware, but it is available for you to use. You may even want to start practicing with it because soon you will no longer be able to create classic quizzes. There is a migration tool to convert your classic quizzes to new quizzes. It works quite well. If you would like a deeper dive into Canvas new quizzes, check out Audrey Brickley's session video from the Tech Showcase. If you haven't registered for the Tech Showcase yet, you can register at go.uncg.edu/HHS Showcase registration. We'll add you to the Tech Showcase site. You'll also get lots of other great content there too. Thank you for watching. If you need any assistance getting started with new quizzes, please don't hesitate to reach out to T&T at hhsitc at uncg.edu.